Hi everybody, for those of you that don't know me, my name's Emma Cooper. I'm 33 years old and my background before Forever is that I was a full-time police officer and I worked for Greater Manchester Police. I worked on a small squad, a bit like a drug squad, and Shaun was also a police officer and he worked on the tactical aid units, the big guys. I loved my job as a police officer. It was my dream job. I worked every single day off that I could in the beginning because I loved it that much. I think that was testament to my work ethic. That's where I got it from. I absolutely loved it. But before the police, I'd suffered quite badly with anxiety and also bouts of depression. So getting into the police was huge for me, and that's what made me so happy. And I was all right for a little bit, and then I got assaulted quite badly a couple of times. And then 2 female officers, Nicola and Fiona, were shot and killed on duty, and it really, really hit me hard. They weren't friends of mine, but they worked on the next division. And they were just 2 girls who went to work one day and didn't go home to their families. And it really hit home what kind of job I was in. So I questioned what I wanted to do long term, but I felt really stuck because if you know me, you know I'm not the brightest tool in the kit and I don't have many qualifications. What?
It's the sharpest tool.
No, oh, sharpest. See what I mean? Brilliant. It appears you can't write it. Yeah, so that one. I don't have any qualifications, not surprisingly. I just scraped through with 6 GCSEs, which was enough to get me into the cops. You're all terrified leaving here now, aren't you? Cops aren't clever. But I felt really trapped. I felt like I had no other choices whatsoever. I had very little self-belief. With my demons that were going on anyway, I had very little self-confidence. I got married and we got pregnant straight away. I'd been offered the opportunity 4 years before I decided to actually take a look, annoyingly now. But it wasn't the right time until the right time turned out to be when I was 30 weeks pregnant. I don't know why. I was scrubbing skirting boards in my bedroom, definitely just a pregnancy thing. Shaun will vouch for that. And I was on my own. Shaun was in work. It was 11 o'clock at night. And I remember looking at William's bedroom and thinking, there has got to be more to it than this. This can't be just it. And at that time, I was okay with just being okay. Oh, great, he's down there. So I decided to have a look at the opportunity I'd been offered and ignored 4 years before, and I loved what I saw. So I researched the heck out of it because I was very skeptical as a police officer, and it still seemed too good to be true. But you know what? My life now seems too good to be true. So I am glad I was open-minded enough to just take a look. By month 4 of my business, after I convinced Shaun to let me pay £20 off our credit card just to put the full £199.75 on it, we were pretty skint, weren't we? By month 4 of starting my business, I was earning 4.5 times my monthly police wage. By month 6, it gets better, save your clap. Wait. By month 6, I was earning just under 9.5 times my monthly police wage, which just seems crazy. What that meant was that I resigned from the police. I was gone. And then Shaun followed very shortly afterwards. I still suffered, or struggled, I would say, with self-confidence, mindset, and I came across a wonderful gentleman called Dave O'Connor, who has become my mindset coach, but also just a really, really dear friend. And this guy, for me, with my demons, has been a big secret in my success, I think, because he's helped me with the confidence and the belief. So I tuned into every one of his trainings. I was definitely a Dave O'Connor junkie. And I don't want the fancy things in life. I really don't. I just wanted the simple things when I started my business. I wanted to be debt-free. I wanted a few Nando's when we could, didn't we? You'll find me there, wherever they are. I just wanted to be able to, I know it seems simple, but I just wanted to be able to afford a Nando's when we wanted one. I wanted to be able to go for a Starbucks and maybe treat my mum to a coffee, which I never had been able to. And I wanted to afford the petrol to get back to Wales. But being pregnant with William really changed things for me. I still wanted all of those normal things, but I started to dream bigger, and Forever has allowed me to do that because it's shown me no boundaries. And there are no boundaries for any of you. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. So now I want the dream home in the countryside. I want no mortgage. I want time with my family, quality time. I want to never, ever have to utter the words to my son that Mummy doesn't have enough pennies, you can't have that. Not that he'll have everything, but I have the choice to be able to say yay or nay. So I can honestly say that I joined the police to help people. That was genuinely, as cheesy as it sounds, what I joined for, and I never I never felt like I helped anybody. I really didn't. It was a very thankless job for me, and starting Forever has fulfilled me in ways that I really never thought it would. Aside from everything it's given us in our lifestyle, to be able to help other people to change their lives. And I'll just give you a little example, and she's looking at me. Just about 18 months ago, my very best friend Lisa Prescott and I sat at my dining table, which was bought from eBay for 40 quid, that took me 2 days to paint, just so it looked half decent. We sat there and we worked out that if we each saved £3.50 a week when we were on maternity, I'm not crying over a birthday cake, it's how much stuff's changed. But we worked out £3.50 a week each meant that we could buy her husband a birthday cake for his 40th birthday. What she did for her husband on his 40th birthday, she jetted him off to Las Vegas, upgraded their flights, bought him a whole new wardrobe, had a massive party with all their family and friends, and the biggest cake you've ever seen. And it's for moments like that. It's for moments like that when you realize we are normal people. A bit too normal, really, on times. You've probably seen me running around without my shoes on. Yeah, a bit too normal sometimes. But this really is, like Bob said, honestly, this is doable for everybody. You just have to be willing to put the work in, and how fast you go is completely up to you. I just needed change, and I needed it quickly. I just didn't realize the power of putting that such hard work in at the beginning, how much that momentum has seen us through. Forever's given us an awful lot. It's given us the ability to help 9 people directly in our team get to that manager position. And remember, these are people who are making £2,000 plus a month, part-time, extra income. That's incredible and life-changing for so many people. But there are 25 managers within our team. And you know, I'm the eldest person in my team. I'm the one who's been doing it the longest, and that's 15 months. So it just shows what's possible. The environment that Forever has provided us has allowed us to do that. It's allowed us to flourish, build our confidence beyond belief. This year has seen some crazy things happen. I wrote a book. And if anyone's read one of my police statements, you'll realize that was no mean feat. Yeah, they weren't the best. But I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, want to help as many people as I can. So I wrote a book with all my top tips of how to do it quickly and how to really push your businesses forward. And I haven't sent it to everyone to check and read yet because I'm too embarrassed. But when I get over that, I'll let Barry have it, I promise. I'd like to say that I've treated my husband to lots of fancy holidays, but we don't need to do that because forever do that. So instead, I bought him a caravan. Honestly. I'd like to compare his face when he saw his caravan to the day that my son was born. It was close. Honestly. So I should finish, I suppose, by saying what Sapphire means to us and what it will mean to all of you, because you should all go for these great, great things that forever just put there for us to take. When I went Sapphire, I thought, I'm very new in the business, so I didn't think it would make much difference money-wise, but I'm not that bright, and clearly I didn't work out the percentages very well, because we had an awful shock, awful in a good way, when 2 nights ago we were driving down the M50 and I checked the bonus recap that came in telling us how much we're going to get paid on the 25th. And it was a £10,500 pay rise from last month. Which meant that this month I earned more with Forever than my entire police starting salary, which is just insane, isn't it? But it's there for everybody to do, absolutely everybody, and what that gives you is choices. So I choose to pass the mic over to Shaun now because I've gone on for too long. But thank you so much, everybody, for your support. Thank you to my 9 and everybody else within the team. Thank you.
I'd like to start by thanking you, Em. You've given our family a life that we could never have dreamt of, and every day it feels like I'm living in a dream now. Your drive and focus is something that I've never seen before, yet you still manage to be a caring and loving mother to William and an amazing wife to me. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for everything you've done for us. I remember back to when Emma was pregnant. She told me that she'd found our way out of the police. I rolled my eyes wondering what crazy idea she'd come up with this time. But she told me she'd been offered an opportunity to run her own business, earn an incredible income, working from home, spending more time with me and William. She'd be able to buy me the car of my dreams, and we'd be able to get back to Wales once William was born, which is where we both decided that we wanted to live once we got together. So she went on to tell me about Forever Living and the concepts of network marketing. She taught me through the marketing plan, which pretty much went straight over my head. But being a police officer, I didn't really trust anything until I saw it work. I was really sceptical. I was a bit of a caveman. I still am. So I did what cavemen do. I beat my chest and shouted as loud as I could, hoping that the problem would go away. But Emma was really excited about it, and she knew that this is what she needed to do to take our family forward. So I decided to sort of half get behind her and do some research into the company, thinking that I'd probably prove her wrong. But I was proved wrong. I couldn't find a flaw in this magnificent company at all. So rather than admit defeat, I said to Emma, however much it costs you to set up in this business, just all I ask is that you just pay that back, because we didn't have much money. And she did that. In fact, the £199.75 she paid for a distributor pack earned us over £123,000 last year. So it's safe to say that she smashed it.
Can have his 200 quid back.
So, other than the day I married Emma and the birth of our son William, and of course the day you bought me a caravan, the day that we became Forever Living business owners has got to go down as one of the best days of our lives. And that's because it's changed our lives forever. And most importantly, it's allowed us to create an amazing life for young William there, who we would have given him a good life as police officers, but not as good as we can give him now. I can't explain how much this business has done for us, for our family. It's changed our lives, and it's made us both realise that absolutely anything is possible. So all it leaves us to do now is we're going to keep building, and we're going to look forward to building family memories without any limits whatsoever. Thank you.